this will be the official intro for YouTube, I guess. We are going to finally, I've been holding back, we are going to finally watch Neuvillette's character teaser. It is about 8 p.m. I am very tired. I've had a very long day at work, so this should cheer me up, right? I think our watching order is going to be in English, Japanese, Korean, Chinese, and then back to Japanese. We may have to watch this 5 times. Ready to kia? Okay. I'm ready. Let's see what else is revealed about our favorite Otterman. I wish I had waited to do my video because now I'm like, oh shoot, what if I got like, stuff. Okay, so here we go. I almost forgot to connect the sound, even though I said that's what I was doing earlier. All right, here we go.
Many questions have long perplexed me. I neither know why I was born in this form, nor do I understand where my long life should take me. It's as if there's something I've forgotten since the very beginning.
Oh my god. Every line he says makes me think.
So, why don't you try to find the answer for yourself?
Oh, whose voice is that?
Monsieur Neuvillette, the next trial is about to begin.
Thank you for the reminder.
Oh my gosh, he smiles so pretty.
It's not like you to zone out, Monsieur Neuvillette.
Look at the reflections on that
some
glass.
Things from my past. Events from a very long time ago.
Oh?
To me, humanity is like a pool of water in which I see my reflection.
All of these expressions.
Only through observing them can I slowly come to understand myself. The court is now in session.
Oh. So is his quest gonna be about finding himself after all? Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh my gosh. Was that Farina? It was Farina supposedly. Okay, I will hear in the other languages and maybe it'll be more clear to me. Because if it is Farina, we've never heard her sound like that, right? Yes, I want a Melusine model. Oh my gosh. The Melusine, the way he spoke to the Melusine was so much like softer and sweeter than at the beginning. Okay, every single line makes me like question or wonder like what's like what does he mean, right? Or in a way, or like I don't know, like or I don't know. There's just so many thoughts, right? So, for example, he said something at the beginning about how he seems to be forgetting something, right? So I'm just thinking like memory wipe, right? Where he doesn't remember, like is he talking about his past life? He definitely said something about being born in this form. He's definitely the Hydro Dragon, right? Because he's talking about being reincarnated in the form of a human, right? Although albeit a human with some draconic features. Oh my gosh. There's just so much. Like there's just so much to like unpack, right? Okay, I'm gonna watch more. And then I'll go into like, more details and thoughts like part by part, but I need to calm down. We only watched the English one. So oh my gosh. Okay. Humanity is like a big puddle. Yes, he goes splish splash. He's very daddy to the Melusine. I know, he's so sweet. Okay. So I think this is Japanese. Yes, I think I put them in the right order. Okay. This is gonna be more kia for me, I think. Because this is yes. I don't know how I'm gonna stay calm during this part, right? Because there's a reason I'm choosing to play Fontaine in Japanese. Okay. Yes.
私は多くの疑問を抱えている。
Oh, his voice is lower.
なぜかような姿で生まれ、この長き命がどこへ行き着くのか。
I closed my eyes actually to hear him better.
まるで初めから何かを忘れているかのようだ。
なら答えを探してみてはどうだ。
It is Farina. It is Farina. I recognize her Japanese voice. The reflection.
ヌビレット様、次の審判が始まります。
はあ、ありがとう。
Oh my god. He's
あのヌビレット様がぼーっとするなんて。
少し過去を思い出してな。はるか昔のことを。
His voice is softer when he speaks
私にとって
than when he's thinking.
人間はまるで私を映す水面だ。彼らを観察することでのみ私は自分を理解していける。さあ書いてよ。
Why humans as his reflection? What is he trying to understand about himself? Oh, it's so fascinating. It seems to be like a very important like thing for him, like this key almost to finding out who he is. Oh, you think he got memory wiped? You said earlier. Yeah, there was definitely gentleness. His legs are red wipe. He has to make room for that enormous cane. Oh my god, he sounded so. I love the distinction between the voice that's like his inner voice thinking about the past, and then his outer voice when he's speaking to the Melusine. It really reinforces my theory that it was all intended always to be like that deliberate. Okay. We're gonna listen to Korean, which I think so far has had such a very warm tone. And honestly, if it wasn't Kamiya Hiroshi, I would definitely be voice shrimping over this Korean VA because I've enjoyed listening to him every time I've listened to someone else's playthrough in Korean. So, okay.
내 마음속엔 줄곧 풀리지 않는 수많은 의문이 있다. 난 왜 이런 모습으로 탄생했으며 기나긴 삶의 끝은 또 어디로 향하는 걸까?
He sounds very pensive, like very, very thoughtful.
마치 처음부터 뭔가를 잊은 것만 같군.
그럼 직접 답을 찾아보는 건 어때?
I really like Farina's Korean voice too. It might be my favorite.
누비에트님, 곧 다음 심판이 시작됩니다.
알려줘서 고마워.
Oh!
누비에트님도 멍하니 계실 때가 있으시네요.
방금 옛일이 떠올랐거든. 아주 먼 옛날에 있었던 일이지.
Oh! Ooh! I'm gonna comment about this later, but it's a language choice. It's a language choice.
인간은 내 모습을 비추는 수면과도 같다. 그들을 관찰해야만 나 자신을 조금씩 이해할 수 있지. 심판을 시작하겠습니다.
Oh, I love his voice. Okay. Yes, Farina sounds very different. It sounds very different. I really like it. I think Farina has a lot of potential to become a favorite depending on how her story is done. But she's definitely a very unique Archon with a very like interesting personality. But Neuvillette in Korean, when he spoke to the Melusine, he uses panmal. He speaks informally to the Melusine. So it's like more intimate, like closer relationship, basically. So like whenever he speaks like the rest of the time, he has been very formal, right? But to the Melusine, he's completely informal. That's so sweet. I really like that detail. Yeah, like a friend or a family. It's very nice. Instead of like 고마워요 or 고맙습니다, he says 고마워. Right? Just like a short formed version that is like the informal form. Like completely drops all the yo. So wow, that's so cool. I really like that detail. Not enough to download 6G extra data for that voice bank. I have like I think every language on this maybe not Chinese, maybe not Mandarin, but I have the rest, I'm pretty sure. But oh my god. Oh, okay. Got to go back to some of that. And we got to look at the visuals too in more detail. But I literally had my eyes like half like closed for half of the, or at least the beginning of the Japanese one because I was too busy listening to the voice. Okay, time for the Mandarin one. The OG, right? I don't think I've heard much of the Mandarin one, so like the Mandarin Neuvillette.
我心里一直有许多困惑，
Pay attention to that gem. Pay
既
attention
不
to
知道
that
自己
gem.
为何以这种形态诞生，也不明白漫长的生命该归于何处。仿佛从一开始就遗忘了什么。
Yeah, he dreams of paperwork even in his flashbacks. He's too human.
所以，要不要试着去寻找答案呢？
Oh. I really am curious about Farina and his relationship.
那位莱特大人，下一场审判就要开始啦。
Oh.
多谢提醒。
Oh my god, that smile.
没想到那位莱特大人也会发呆呢。
我想起一些过去的事，
His voice isn't as low as I thought it would
一
be.
些很久之前的事。
I think just in the trailer, his voice was lower, but it's not that low right here.
对我来说，人
Yeah,
类
he's
就像是
formal.
倒映着我的水面。通过观察他们，
He sounds like Artem. Yeah, I can see
我
that.
才能逐渐
I have
理
a
解
type.
自己。
He does sound a bit like
Fighting.
Chinese Artem. He does sound a bit like Chinese Artem now that you mention it. Okay. Okay. Let's look at some details, right? So, like I said, we're gonna go back to Japanese, but it looks like they have English subtitles. I wonder if they have Korean actually. I want to kind of see. Oops. Wrong playlist. Or wrong click. I accidentally clicked one of the videos that was on the screen. Okay.
私は多くの疑問を抱えている。なぜかような姿で生まれ、
Yeah, why was I born in this form? Or like reborn in this
この
form?
長き命がどこへ行き着くのか、それすら分かっていない。
Okay, this isn't a translation of the Japanese. It is just exactly what was in the Korean one. So I'm going to change it to English because I already talked a little bit about the Korean language choices. But just for ease, right? But that side profile. Okay, anyway, about that gem, right? So on a whim, when his design got revealed in the very first Fontaine teaser trailer that they gave him, I fixated on that gem or whatever, right? And if you look in my model, I have already incorporated it into my model as a pendant, and it'll be more prominent, I think, in the actual VTuber model. So I'm glad I chose it because it looks kind of important now. So I already like incorporated it into the model on a whim, and I'm glad I made that choice. I can't wait to see if it's gonna become like a bigger thing like in the story and what it reveals, right? His hair is gorgeous. Oh my gosh. And this, right? But man, oh, okay, actually, you know what stood out to me? His eyeliner. Notice his eyeliner and the side profile in general, but like notice his eyeliner. Oh my god. He doesn't speak as formally as Xiao. Oh, yeah. I don't know. there's not that much variation. He sounds like a little bit old-fashioned, but a lot of characters do in Genshin because of the setting that it has. So a lot of characters do sound a little bit old-fashioned, but there's still like a distinction between like formal and informal even then. And he speaks normally pretty formally, and then when he speaks to the Melusine, it's more informal. It's still his power. Yes, yes. And I made it a couple thing. Yeah, look his eyes. Jesus, his eyes, right?
まるで
The
初めから
butterfly,
何かを忘れているかのようだ
as if I've forgotten something from the beginning. You think he's memory wiped? I'm very curious too what that means. I wonder if like that will come back to him, whatever he's forgetting, right? And how is that going to come back to him? Will it happen in the Archon quest, right? Like, will his powers like fully emerge once he remembers that, or will it have to be like later on, right? He speaks less old-fashioned than Zhongli. Zhongli is very old-fashioned. Man, he's so elegant. He's so beautiful. Okay, this symbol on his hand, right? I don't know. There's definitely something special about this, right? Especially for them to focus on it like kind of like this, right? It's like almost like a hint, but it's super obvious. I also really am curious about this version of Furina that we're hearing, right? He's definitely remembering something here. A time that she said something like this to him, right? I wonder, I'm really curious about the relationship. As fun as it is right now, right, to have him being like kind of exasperated with her, I don't know. He stays by her side, so I'm very, very curious about their relationship once we look past the first layer, right? I hope that we get to see more of that relationship.
探してみてはどうだい
Sesame conversation. Yes, he has trademarked water. Look at this. Look at the quality of this animation. Look at the
次の
reflection.
審判が始まります
はあありがとう
Oh my god. Oh! Oh my god. It's not just that he smiled, right? It's not like, yeah, I definitely like this is so like in motion. It's even better, right, than just like the screenshot. Because it's not only that he smiles, it's that he also what's the word? He does a cute little head tilt at the same time. Right? It's so cute. It's so cute. Oh. No, I'm going to try not to spend. I've saved so much. I've worked really hard to save so much. I have 271 wishes. But yeah, it is very tempting for me to just be like, whatever. I'll just throw another 100 at him. Oh. But man. Just one more time. See? See the head tilt? Look.
ありがとう
Ah, it's so cute.
あのヌビレット様が
Look at this. Look at the detail on this. Look at the shadow. Oh my god. Slash, like,
ぼー
reflection,
っとする
man.
なんて
They're the quality.
少し過去を思い出してな
The light was glinting off of this a little bit for a moment too. The quality of animation is so good.
はるか昔のことを
Something from a long time ago. From a day long ago. So,
私にとって人間はまるで私を映す水面だ彼らを観察することでのみ私は自分を理解していけるさあ書いてよ
oh my gosh. And you can hear it, right? Like I feel like the distinction is super clear in Japanese, how his voice is so different when he is speaking more to himself and when he is speaking out loud to like other people. I really feel like it was definitely like very intentional that they wanted somebody who was able to do that like range in their voice. Oh my god, it's so good. That head tilt that says, give me another $50. Ah! Oh my gosh. I'm glad that your phone didn't block me this time, Kathy. But oh my gosh. The serious version is only his memories and he's trying to figure out why she's silly now. That would also be interesting. But I'm so curious, right? I do have like a lot of theories about how like I think what he's trying to do still is figure out like where he belongs in this society, and who he is. And it's like it seems that that is definitely going to be something that he's going to be looking at, because he keeps mentioning that he's trying to figure out, he doesn't understand himself. He's trying to figure out more about himself. And it's going to be through humanity, through these trials that he does that, right? So that makes me think of the 4.1 trailer where there's like that Farina voice, but probably Farina narrating someone else, who says that like you will spend a lot of time observing, right? Like all of these ups and downs of humanity. And I feel like now that message was for him. I feel like now that message was definitely for him. But we'll see, right? I mean, it could still be applicable to him or Farina, but like it just, man. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Okay. Seriously though, this cracked me up a little
私
bit.
は多
See?
くの疑問を抱えてい
This is already incorporated into my design. Oh my gosh.
る
Okay, thank you for the lurk.
なぜかような姿で生まれ
Dreaming
こ
about
の
work is
長き命が
definitely
どこへ
a
行き
vibe
着くの
for me.
かそれすら分かっていないまるで
Oh, he's so beautiful. Okay, so yes, his hair. So let's take a moment. I think earlier, oh, that butterfly. Butterflies are also a huge part of like any fairy design, right? There's a butterfly for me up here on the screen. But yeah, this is super like amusing how much detail has gone into his design, right? Man, those eyes though. But yeah, the hair clip with the feather is very appropriate. But then yeah, this extra little clip, he's so cute. It's so beautiful, right? I know I pre-claimed. I literally just chose the jewel because it was like the most distinctive feature I thought that I could add to my design. That would have like kind of made sense. So I made it a pendant, and yeah, now I feel like very happy
初めから何かを忘れているかのよう
because
だ
it's subtle. It's subtle, right? I didn't want to have blue hair. I was like, I want my hair to stay black, but
なら答えを探してみてはどうだい？
I love this voice too. That is a beautiful scene. It is. CP Mod
次の
Cappy.
審判が始まります
はあ、ありがとう
Oh my gosh, he's so soft. Listen.
ありがとう
Ah!
あのヌビレット様がぼーっとするなんて
Oh, So in I don't know exactly what this is in Japanese, but I know that in Korean, this is another thing I wanted to point out. There's a slight variation on the line. It's very similar. The English line is I think she just said it's not like you to space out. In Korean, it's actually really cute because it's like she's saying like, oh, so there are times where even you space out. Like, oh, relate. Like there are times when you're like this relatable. You know, that's so cute. Oh. You're motivated to finally finish the Aranara quest just to get primos for him? Yes, do it.
少し過去を思い出してなはるか昔のこ
He
とを
speaks so nicely. Listen to that voice. Oh, he sounds so good. Voice shrimps in my chat understand.
私にとって
You're happy?
人間はまる
Good.
で私を映す水面だ
She says Fade was just to
彼らを
zone
観
out.
察
Yeah.
することでのみ私は自分を理解していけるさあ海底を
Same with the Chinese version. Okay. You found it. Yeah. So I think it was. Yeah, it's not like you just space out in Korean. Slightly different, just a very small difference in nuance, but I like it. I don't know what it is in Japanese exactly because I don't know that expression. So this, okay. I got a bit distracted, but this scene Oh my god, how beautiful is this? Also,
私に
if that doesn't remind you a little bit, right? About Danheng, right? Like this reminds me a little bit about Danheng. Especially, do you know what like Danheng's or OG Danheng, like 4-star Danheng, his burst animation has that like drop, right, of water. I feel like that was always a clue for us, right? That reminded me a moment of that, right? And this whole like reflection thing. Oh my gosh, I just want to sing reflection now. Yeah, it's not the same as Lost in Thought. It's definitely not. It's like he's spaced out. Oh, you found a random store and it's run by this nice little sweet old Asian man. You walked in, he was selling a pre-owned lightsaber. Oh, wow. It's like he's threatening himself, yeah.
とって、人
I
間は
love
まる
this.
で私
I love this. And I kind of want to pause in every frame now. They go through like I think about 4 expressions only, but then they speed through it. But it is interesting, right, to see like all these different sides of him,
を映す水面だ。
right? Wait, this one. This one is smirking a little bit, which is interesting, right? I
彼
feel
らを
like
観察すること
I
で
feel
の
like
み
he really is seeing
私は自分を理解
these
して
variations of himself in these trials,
さあ
like seeing the different types of people that he comes across, like finding himself in that. I think that's so fascinating as an image, right? And especially because he doesn't choose a mirror. He says that they are like a puddle that is reflecting, right? Or like a body of water. And when you look at a body of water, the reflection is always slightly distorted too, right? Which is probably why it's hard for him to like, it adds that sense of like, oh, he's not like, that's why he's still so confused about people, right? Because he's seeing a muddled reflection almost, right? So, practicing facial expressions in the mirror, yes. That's now what I'm imagining. Him practicing facial expressions in the mirror, trying to fit in. Oh, he's so cute. Okay. Oh my gosh, though. I was a little surprised at the teaser image because he is standing in a field here. And it looks like because of the color, it looks very dry, right? And then we're going to like, and then it changes into this blue, like at the end. And I love that contrast. He's selling parts too. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh, though. So yeah, I think we watched like that about 6 times actually. And we got a very nice look at Neuvillette. And we have more questions than ever now. I'm so curious. I'm so excited for next week. We are at D6. 6 days until he drops. I think actually like a little less because it's near the end of the day. And I can't pull for him until about this time anyway because I got to get home from work. But I'm very excited. I'm very, very excited. Oh my gosh. I had such a hard day at work. Again, I mean, every day's been hard recently. But this, oh my gosh, I can't stop smiling. This was such a nice treat. Thank you for joining me on this little mini adventure. It was so fun. I am so excited to know more about his history with Farina. He got more wet throughout, yes. Didn't we all? I'm sorry. I gotta stop making these jokes. We'll see how polls go. I might throw a little more money. I'm normally not sus. I'm super say so. I'm just gonna throw that disclaimer out there. Normally, totally very say so. Unless Child and Neuvillette are involved, and then all bets are off. Okay. I think I'm a Hydro main, guys. Now I think I'm a Hydro main. Yeah, for constellations, I might throw a little bit more money in for constellations. So I'll do the outro one more time. Thanks for joining me on today's journey. Potato's ass hurts. I'm gonna try really hard not to make a joke about Neuvillette and that. You You guys, you're not making this any easier. Thanks, YouTube. Bye.